episode of the FM Gamers, which we've decided is the full Magic Gamers at this point in time. That name could be changed at any point in time, though, to go with some other FM thing. But it is not radio. Like, we're not in... Yeah, we might have been indicating radio. That's my fault. Anyways, let's do some announcements before we get to the game. But my name is Chris Sniezak, and I will be your Dungeon Master for the evening. To my right...
Hello, I am Jane Calvert. I will be playing the role of McDonald.
Hey, I'm Alana Smith, and I will be playing the role of Cynadel, and I'm a druid, so, you know, we're in the bush.
Full magic.
Full magic.
Full magic druid. Is the hand thing like you casting spells? Like cast?
Oh, yeah. Totally follow ASL for RPGs on Twitter, and you can learn more sign language.
Wow, there you go.
So this is Burning Hands.
Is it like you just wave your hands a couple times, burning hands?
Well, you got to keep your thumbs together, but
okay.
it's the somatic component for burning hands, and they use it as sign language for.
That's pretty cool. And last person.
I am Jesse Edmond. I am playing the role of Constable Spango, the gnome investigator / magic heat person now.
Also, son of Spaceman.
Son of Spaceman. I'm half Spaceman. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Star-Lord.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm like...
Here comes the comparisons. All the comparisons.
You're shorter than I expected.
Gee, I've never heard that before.
Oh, wow. All right, let's do a few announcements. First, Jesse, I think you have one.
Yeah, so on the 21st of this month, which is December, and if you're listening to this another month, don't come. We have a Nuts and Bolts comedy improv show at the Comedy of the Carlson in Rochester. It starts at 8 o'clock. Tickets are on sale now on the website. They're going pretty quick. We sold out our last 3 shows. We sold out our last 3 shows. So come by. We're going to have a fun treat. Local meteorologist Rich Cornelia will be back hosting. And anybody who knows what he's been through, it's going to be good to see him back on stage. So come on by.
Lon, you got something?
Please be nice to customer service workers this holiday season.
Yeah, it's a rough job. My mother's been doing retail for 25 years, so.
I've been doing retail for like 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
So be nice to us, and we'll find you the things you're looking for those people you don't like.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Do people buy presents for people that they don't like?
Yeah, it's called
Sometimes
family.
it's required.
Oh, it's called family. Required. Wow. Oof. Oof. Jane, do you have anything?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we could take time to acknowledge that the land that we are currently recording on is the traditional land of the Haudenosaunee tribe, and we are glad that we are able to do this work here, and also acknowledge that it's not our original land.
All right. If you're watching this stream, then you know about Misdirected Mark Productions, I would hope. And if you don't, check out all of our other shows. They're wonderful. MisdirectedMark.com or right here on our YouTube channel where you can catch this. Now, let's recap the game and get on with the show. So, last time we played, you were in the city of Kingshaven. Some of you were in the college district. Some of you were down at the local authorities station. We found out some things like Spango is half space person.
Yep.
Yeah. We also found out that there are students from the School of Enchantment from the Arcanum. That is the University of Kingshaven. The magic school of the University of Kingshaven. They have this weird purple haze around them that seems to be attributed to Analogous Vesti, who can control them if they have that enchantment upon them. That seems to be what is going on. You're not 100% sure, but that is what has been inferred so far. You went to try to talk to a contact that was going to lead you to where the Black Spiders were, because the Black Spiders are planning some sort of heist. That contact was murdered by one of these students being controlled. You chased that student back to the lair of, well, at least one of the lairs of the Black Spiders at Warehouse 13. Unfortunately, there was no nifty artifacts there, which is very sad. Although you didn't really get a good look at the place, so maybe, but it looked like there was just a lot of like manure and farming type stuff in that warehouse.
It was very in and out.
I was kind of busy getting thrown through a window.
You did get thrown through a window, and luckily for you, McDonald was there to save you, your small behind.
Oh, so cool.
And you ran away. Valiantly. We call that taking cover. You took cover.
Duck and cover.
We chose prudence.
Yeah, there was a lot more of them than you. It seemed like a bad idea.
Yeah. Discretion.
Yes. While that was going on, Sinothulite was doing a mental battle with Analogous Vesti and projected her drunkenness upon Analogous Vesti, which gave Chaeblis the time to remove the enchantment from the young girl, Alicia.
Alisa?
Yep, Alicia.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. Although the last thing that happened was that Spango was like, "We got this!" Pulled out his compass, and that's my best Spango impression.
It's not bad.
The compass that you have that has a little holographic projection above it, which is pointing at Ferrybrook.
Ferrybrook.
So there's a lot of stuff going on, and you have some options. What do you want to do? And how do you want to proceed?
Well,
I mean, you have friends in the city.
Yeah.
yeah.
You have leads in the city.
Yeah.
I think we wanted to try to stop the heist.
Sure. Okay.
I think that's probably the big one, yeah. But I think we should try to figure out what they want to heist in the first place.
Yeah.
And we think it's at the college, right?
I think it probably could be,
Yeah.
given the number of students that Vesti has affected.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe she's looking for an in to get into there. Or is casing a joint. I mean, that would be a great way to case a joint, wouldn't it?
It would be
Yeah.
a great way to case a joint. Also, I wonder if any of the students she's affected have anything specific in common, like they're part of the same...
They're all part of the enchantment school.
They are?
Yeah.
Yes.
So then it's probably something in the enchantment school that she wants to get.
Hey, buddy, boss.
Yeah, what's up, Tally?
Can you pop my shoulder back in, please?
I already did that, but I'll do it again.
Did you? Did we do that already?
We did already.
Darn. Let's do it again.
No, I messed up my other one.
Oh god, it hurts. It doesn't feel good. It was like 2 weeks ago. I forgot.
Happens.
Your shoulder's been out of socket for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Time is so strange.
Linear podcast time. So where are we going now then? Oh, all the cricking.
Well, maybe get some sleep.
I mean, I could sleep off this drunk and pain and take some pills. Do people have aspirin here?
What's that?
Never mind. I'm not calling it a backwater anymore, but never mind.
Or a side water.
Maybe I'll go find a priest to have them cast Cure Light Wounds on me or something. That's a thing, right? That exists?
It does.
Yeah,
Alright.
we have cure light wounds.
Can you do that?
Can I do that?
I don't know, can you? That's
If
why
it's
I
a
asked.
spell you prepared, you probably can.
I don't know. Did I remember to prepare spells?
I wonder if we could infiltrate the enchantment school then.
York and Alicia scheduled an appointment for me to meet with the head of the enchantment school.
Perfect.
Well, we hope they did.
We hope so. I mean, now we don't know if they did.
Oh.
But we can show up tomorrow and say we had an appointment because we should have.
Yeah. Cure wounds is one that I have prepared. Yay.
Oh my god, fix my shoulder better. Please. I mean, it's in the socket, but it hurts a lot. I think I tore something.
Okay. Let me... Still drunk, it might hurt. Hold on.
Oh, I mean, it can't hurt any more than it does right now. No, never mind. I shouldn't have said that.
Are you ready for this?
Do it.
Do I just roll a d8? I don't have to
Yeah,
roll
you just roll a
anything?
d8.
Wow.
You don't have to roll
That's
a
so
D. Yeah, you
weird.
actually should roll a D.
Fifth
It actually is pretty hurt.
7 points back, but it totally hurts.
Oh god, it hurts so bad as like everything crackles and pops and snaps back into place. Might have broken his collarbone too, which is very painful. But
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's now fixed. So there you go.
Nice.
You could see like little tears runnels down his fur on his face. It hurts so bad.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like putting that stuff on canker sores. It makes the canker sore hurt like a bitch, and then it's just numb.
I don't even know what that is, like in real life.
Oh, you haven't had that kind of pain?
Not the canker sore fixing hurt you till you want to die pain.
Oh,
so
yeah.
then it fixes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting.
You put salt on canker sores to heal them?
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes them go away faster.
All right.
I
Okay.
pat Tally awkwardly in as comforting a way as I can. Like,
Tally
hope it doesn't hurt.
Tally like looks at you as you pat him. He's like, "Thanks for the." That was weird. Thanks.
Feel better.
But it only hurts when Clint is drunk. When she heals you otherwise, it's fine. It's a normal spell. She just has to concentrate a little bit more when she's drunk.
All right. So where are you heading? You just gonna go take it easy for the evening, or you want to do anything before tomorrow?
I had a thought. They're expecting the two of you to show up, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if Mick was to, say, just wear a backpack that seems to just have something in it, could be anything, might be a way to sneak in a smaller individual who's good at sneaking around.
I mean, people
Morph
wear
is like
backpacks
on Mick's shoulder and like is eyeing you. Is like. It's like that's my shtick.
I'm gonna look at. You gave me the idea, buddy.
Then thinks about it and then it's like,
Yes, thumbs up.
I could carry you.
And then I could, maybe, reconnoiter, look around.
I reckon.
You reckon I could reconnoiter?
I know I can't carry you.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
You're a backup.
It's fine. I don't care. I just want to know.
When we get into trouble, we might need someone to cause a distraction
Can you
outside.
see when were you able to tell the students that were affected by analogous vesti? I guess that will be me on lookout for those then.
I can see them.
That's right.
Yes, we can. We can totally see
We
them.
can see them. We can see them. My character is a we us. Okay, sorry.
That is pretty epic.
Your head's a strange place.
It is.
I know way more about alcohol and intimate relations than I ever wanted to.
I'm sorry.
So, we
Me
are.
too.
What are we apologizing for?
My brain.
Oh. Huh. So tomorrow is when we are going to the school? Yes.
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay.
First thing, I might need some eggs in the morning first, though.
Okay. And you and Tally will keep watch while I meet with the person.
Yes.
And Spango will do the Spango thing.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
do the
Okay.
Spango thing.
The small.
I like that Spangle's a verb now.
No, not happen anyway.
At that, we cut to the morning, and Ableist in your head's like, why? Why does we hurt so much?
The technical term. Just be a little quieter, please. The technical.
Why do we hurt so much?
Because I didn't drink enough water between the alcohol.
But I told you.
I had like 2 glasses of
You
water.
needed like another 2.5.
Yeah, I needed to do 1 pint of water between each, and we did not, so we're gonna get eggs now because that helps.
This message about how to drink responsibly from the FM Gamers.
The door opens, or there's a knock at the door, and Mick comes in with eggs.
You're the best.
Whoa.
Oh, those are good. Those are so good. So good. So good. All right.
I brought a dozen. Was that enough?
Yes. I will tell you a story about how Gaston made the eggs really expensive in town.
Later.
Later.
We have to meet with the professor.
Yes.
So we will cut to the school, the Arcanum. It's the school itself, the University of Kingshaven, is a campus. There's like 24 buildings that comprises this college. The Arcanum is in the middle. It is a tall tower, the tallest tower on the campus. It's 12 stories tall.
Is Rapunzel up there?
Well, maybe. There is some like gold and something hanging off the top, but you think it's a flag.
Mm.
But it could be hair. You don't really know unless you get up there. Anyways, each of the different floors has different schools as a part of it, and there are also a number of like laboratories for experiments and storerooms. As you are walking up the stairs to the 8th floor, which is where the School of Enchantment is, and that's where Jasper Foist's office is.
You said the 8th floor?
Yes. You pass a number of rooms. Some of them have doors open and whatnot. You see some students, you assume, working on these constructed creatures, like made out of all rock. You assume they're probably some sort of golem that they're making. Maybe a clay golem or a rock golem, something like that.
And here I was hoping because the Eberron book came out, they were forged.
No. Then as you continue up the stairs and to the different floors, because it's not just a straight shot up. This actually tower is very strangely constructed. But you get up a little farther and you run into Yorick. And Yorick sees you and runs like,
okay?
he's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for yesterday. I don't know what happened to me or what that entity was that was inside my head. I mean, I've had something like that happen to me before last year, but that was like in a controlled experiment in the school. It was so strange, and they were so powerful, and they had complete control over me."
They did. I am really glad you're not foaming at the mouth anymore.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I haven't seen Alicia though. Have you?
Yes.
By the way, Spango, as you're sitting in the backpack, you keep getting poked because Worf keeps poking you.
Yes, and when this idea comes up later, and I mention how humiliating it is, I'm going to have to remember it was my idea first.
Was Alicia still alive when we left her with the spiders?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Spango got thrown in through the window, and then there was running away.
But she didn't run away with us, right?
No,
She's
because she was still under analogous Vesti's control.
When last we saw her, she was still affected by the entity.
Damn. Okay. I got your appointment set up.
Thank you.
It's in about 30 minutes. It's on the 8th floor. And I'm going to go to the local authorities and file a report.
About what?
About Alicia.
Oh, about her missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are your classmates?
They're probably up on the 8th floor. Or some of them might be in the lab on 6.
Do you have any idea where you might have first encountered this entity?
I didn't even know that we were affected.
Because you were not the only two.
No? Who else?
Many.
Most of the rest of the enchantment school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I should go tell the professor then.
Let us take a look at the professor first to make sure he's not affected too.
Well, I'm just going to come with you then.
Okay.
All right. So y'all start walking up.
We should probably stop on 6 since there's a couple in the lab and we got 30 minutes.
All right, so you stop at the lab on 6, and there are a number of different workstations, and this is on the left side of the tower, or the west side of the tower. So there's a number of windows covered with glass. They're fairly Gothic in nature, so they're kind of tall and thin.
And they have like window seats kind of on them.
Yeah, they got those too.
I'm
they're
gonna
a
set
little-
my backpack down to rest.
You feel so much lighter, like 40, 50 pounds lighter.
I know, it's amazing.
58.
Add for gear, it's like 60.
I know.
Because, halfling, or gnome.
Gnome.
Gnome gear is lighter than, like, normal size person
Oh, yeah.
gear.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Because it's smaller.
Because it's smaller.
And so I'm very weak, so I don't carry much.
Yeah, and some gnome stuff is just illusionary.
That's an odd thought. If a gnome is just walking around with illusory clothes on all the time.
Like
Anyway.
Loki.
Yeah, anyway.
Like Loki.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, moving on from that. So you set this backpack down on the windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put it down lightly, or do you just, like, drop it?
No, I put it down carefully so that if this is where Spango wants to get out, this can be where Spango gets out. I try to put it so it's not going to, like, fall when he tries to get out of it. But also...
The window's open. Whoa!
But also,
Feather
like,
fall.
in a place like, it's kind of out of the way, it's kind of shadowed, it's a nook, no one's really looking there. Great.
So there are 24 workstations in this room. It's a pretty big room, actually. And all the workstations are these stone slabs that have arcane runes on the outsides of them, and it looks like you can shift the stones around for different patterns of arcane runes. There's also a bunch of cabinets and cupboards on the walls that have different enchanting components inside of them. Probably funded by the school. So it's like a one-stop shop for experimenting with enchantment.
Is this like where the incident happened?
Which incident?
I asked York about the incident where all of the enchantments burned out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we lost weeks and weeks and weeks of work. Some kids' semester projects were ruined. We had a student that was getting ready to test for their final project that would have given them a seat at the Arcanum, and their project they had been working on it for 9 months, just burnt out.
Oh, man.
They only had like another 3 or 4 weeks left on it. Then they'd start all over.
That sucks.
Does.
So, out of the people that are in the room, I don't remember if Teneblis needs to turn on the purple thing or if I can just see the purple thing.
You have to turn on the vision.
Okay.
You turn on the vision.
Teneblis,
Yeah,
turn on the thing.
but my head.
Teneblis.
Do I see anything purple?
You do. Fine. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I rolled an 11.
Plus your wisdom saving throw modifier.
15.
Nah, you're fine. It hurts when it flips over to that weird vision, but the two of you both see the same thing. There are 3 students, 2 of them have the aura around them.
Okay. Teneblis, is there something that we can do to help the purple haze go away?
I don't know.
Well, from out here, like you did it when you were inside.
I was inside. Like, I just went to the part of their mind that was enchanted and broke the enchantment.
Yeah, but it's rude to go in somebody's brain without their permission.
Well, I wouldn't
Well,
even
something
know.
else is already in its brain without permission.
That's true.
I also wouldn't know how to get inside someone's head. You did that. I didn't.
Oh, I went inside somebody's brain without permission.
You just took me with you.
How did you do that?
That's a good question. I was drunk at the time. I don't know.
Spango,
Yeah.
you're in a bag. It's dark. Although you feel this breeze on your back.
Yeah. I'm not going to go towards the breeze. I'm going to sneak out of the bag using stealthy stealth.
So what are you doing exactly?
Basically, I'm trying to sneak out of the bag and just kind of get a lay of the room itself.
All right, you don't have to. I mean, if you want to sneak out of the bag, like you just want to pop out of the bag and be up on this windowsill, or do you want to get down and like move somewhere else, or what?
I want to get down and move someplace else.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's your roll?
I got a 16 total.
Yeah, you climb out of the bag, climb off the windowsill, which is like a 2.5 foot drop down, so almost your height. Take a couple of steps and are hiding behind one of these workstations. There's not a lot of people in here. There's your companions are in here. Tally's there too. The kid that you saw yesterday, you heard him talking anyway, York, and 3 other students that you hadn't seen before.
Okay.
But they're all busy talking to York or interacting with the other people because they're new people in their lab and they're wondering who they are. So you had a pretty good distraction. Like I said, there's two dozen workstations. There's all of those shelves with like material components for spell casting inside of it.
Is there like a like an instructor's station or area?
There's an office.
An office?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to the office.
All right, so you move over to the office. The door's locked.
Ooh, this is the thing I do.
The door's locked for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out those lock picks and pretend like a thief.
You're smarter than that.
Oh,
You would check it first. It's a wizard's tower.
it's fair. Then I would check it first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what would that be?
It would be sleight of hand or arcana or whatever. You have to tell me what you're doing to look for traps on it.
That's true.
Because it could be a number of different skills.
I think I'm mostly looking for like telltale signs of some sort of meddling with it. More along the lines of like a perception type thing.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Oh, then let's proceed forward with you picking the lock because you would have forgotten because you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. So yeah, everything seems fine here. And picking the lock, I got a 16.
All right. We'll get to that in a second because something happens. You pick the lock, but also something else happens.
Oh boy.
So you two, you're looking at these 3 kids. 2 of them, one of them is male, one of them is female. The male is a half-orc. The female is human.
Hey.
And like I said, there's a third person there that's that's a halfling that's working also.
So what are you guys working on?
Oh, well, I'm working on this wand of fireballs right here.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah, it's the human woman. She's like, yeah, it's I've never made one before. I like fire. I think it's fascinating. Also, this idea of being able to store that much energy inside of a device will help me, expand my knowledge base for later. And then the half-orc is like, I'm trying to make this sword exceptionally sharp. My brother would really like a weapon that's very sharp.
Like that does not require sharpening?
That and can cut through things much easier. He's a woodsman, and also fights for the local militia where I come from. And I have a knack for magic, and I'd really like to make sure that his axe is sharp. But apparently swords are easier than axes for the spell to at least to start off with.
Yeah,
Good
to start
practice.
off with. Plus, with axes, they can either be one-sided or double-sided, and you have to be able to balance the enchantment on both sides for the double-sided axe. So starting with swords is good.
That's what I thought. That's what I was told anyway. That's what my teacher told me. And then you see the halfling is doesn't have the purple on them. They have it looks like a lazy Susan, like a wooden lazy Susan that they're enchanting. You have no idea what it's for though.
That's cool.
Like, yeah, I mean, you haven't. This is the person you haven't talked to yet. Do you go over and ask them?
No, I want to find out how close these 2 are to finishing their enchanted items.
Oh, we're not close. I'm not close at all. Like I only had about 3 days left, but then that thing happened.
Oh.
And my first sword blew out. It's actually right over here. He goes and he picks it up. It's like this, half of it's like slagged.
Oh.
And the other part of it, like where you can see where the runes were inscribed into it, and they're just burnt out. And then there's like some good metal left at the near the hilt of it.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
You don't have mending as a...
Well, I could mend it.
Not on an enchantment.
Well, I could mend the sword, but it might not be good for. I need something that's of better quality than what a mending spell would do.
Yeah, but with a mending spell, you can like sell it back.
I mean, I'm sure they will at some point, but I don't know. I'm a
Gotta
student.
finish your project first.
Yeah, busy.
Yeah.
I just got set back like 3 months.
Yeah.
Then you see the halfling slowly spinning the lazy Susan with a piece of dough on it, and it starts turning into a cupcake.
That's the best thing ever. Do you need somebody to try to see if that cupcake tastes good?
What? Huh?
You're making a cupcake.
Yeah, she looks up and she's got like these giant like Coke bottle like glasses on. She's a halfling. She's standing on a stool. It's like, I mean, if you want to try one of my cupcakes, feel free.
Yes. Let's see if a magical cupcake tastes good.
Did you actually say that out loud? Yeah. So when you bite into it, she's like, oh, the cupcake's not magical. Those are actually just it's just like all the stuff that you'll put in a cupcake, and then you put it on the lazy Susan that's enchanted to bake things at a rapid speed. And then you just spin the lazy Susan after you've adjusted and put the spells on the outside of it, which you can pull off and put back on, and then it'll create the cupcake. It's a cherry with chocolate and a cherry filling on the inside. It's really good. At that, there is a then sound from across the way. It's like, do not go into my office. Do not go into my office. There's like a mouth on the door, and you see Spango with his lockpicks. The door is open, and everybody's looking over that way. Do not go into my office. Do not go into my office.
I'm going to try to do the same voice. You heard me. Do not go into my office.
It's like, hey, that's Drywin's office. You can't go in there.
I can't. Yeah, I go in, close the door, lock it.
Hey!
Turns out I can.
People are you see the three students are running. The half orc is running over that way. That's when Yorick's looking at you. It's like, was that Spango?
Don't think so. Didn't recognize him.
Well, I gotta go get him out of there. That's the. I'm gonna go get security. And he goes to leave.
I'm gonna grab
No,
him by the
what
scruff
are you-
of the neck. And
what are
have
you
to say,
doing?
we have a meeting. We have to go.
No,
meet
I gotta
with-
go get security. Like that's a gross violation of our building. Like who knows what they could be doing in there?
Oh, I hope I wanted intimidation. I don't have it.
By the way, the half orc is over there now, banging on the door.
Is there another exit?
No.
No, of course not. Vents?
So the office, yeah, there's totally a vent.
Okay.
Now the office isn't that big. It's like a closet office.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, this might have been a closet for like janitorial supplies at one point in time. But they've cleared out that stuff. There's like a chair, a desk, and like it's a nice size for you because you're a gnome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but for any normal sized, medium sized person, not normal sized, medium sized person, it would be very, very tight. But there's like a chair, a desk, a bunch of books. There's a couple of bookshelves around. There's stacks of papers here. There's weird, foul-smelling concoctions in some of these. And you think one of them is just a cup of coffee that got left there for like 3 weeks. There's like some mold growing on it.
Yeah.
That's gross.
And there's like a stone vent up at the top that maybe you could squeeze into.
He can see into the office, the half orc, right?
It's frosted glass.
Oh, cool. Okay. But I can open the vent.
It's just it's not like a covered vent. It's just it's like open stone, like this big.
It's like a porthole kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do because I don't have a lot of time. I'm going to try to make it look like I scampered up to that vent and then hide in the office.
How do you make it look like you scampered up to that vent?
It's a good question. Let's see. I guess I could.
You hear from outside the door, I want to break the window. And then when
Glass is so expensive.
Yeah, you hear that. You hear the girl like, no, don't break Twyre's window. They're like, we can just mend it later, right?
Well, if he put do not enter my office. When somebody lockpicks the door, what do you think he's gonna do to the glass?
I don't know. That's a good point.
You can enchant a
Make
lot
a-
of things with glass. Are you kidding?
Make-
It's like a liquid.
Make a diplomacy persuasion check
Okay.
to buy Spango some time.
Put some boot marks on the wall.
Oh, okay. 17.
Nice. It's like, that's a good point. He's gonna stall. It stalls him enough, at least for a second. And you got York by the scruff of the neck. He's like, let go of me!
Mick is kind of just standing here, like, not sure what to do. It is just like... What, how do we, what?
That's when Morph climbs down onto York and gets right in his face and mesmerizes him.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank
Good
you.
job, buddy.
And York's like, oh, so pretty. So pretty. And,
Yeah, hold more for a second.
and he's just,
Hey guys,
and York is just
did
standing
you
there holding
see
Morph.
what we did with this creature? It's so pretty.
Everybody make a perception check real quick.
14.
I have a 13.
You all notice the halfling right near the door about to walk out.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get security.
We don't need security. We got it.
But who are you?
You don't know who I am?
No?
I'm Clint.
Clint who?
Sniezak.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Yes.
I am surprised you do not know Clint.
No. Why would I?
Sinothulite, Sniezak. That name used to mean something on campus. And now it doesn't.
Have you seen this creature before?
You just take it out of York's hands.
Yeah.
Uh,
I, bring York over with me. Whatever.
no, so pretty.
Okay.
Your pet is the best.
Now what do we do?
Even the half-orc is mesmerized by it.
Yeah, so I'm,
By the way, you've left boot prints and you're hiding in the office.
Yep.
No one's coming into the office.
Okay. It's weird. Expected more coming into the office. Well, I'm gonna real quick look around.
What are you looking for?
So, I'm looking for something that looks like it shouldn't be on this planet.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of weird things the last few days,
Mhm.
and I'm kind of looking for things along those lines.
Okay.
Ugh. 13? No, 12. 13. Yeah. 7.
All right, so you're looking around, and this place is kind of a mess. What you end up finding is one of the drawers has it looks like a little satchel. The drawer is kind of big, and the satchel is probably about this big around. You could probably put a book inside of it or something like that. Except when you go and move it, it's way heavier. It feels way heavier than just like if it had a book in it.
What's in it?
When you look inside, there's like a space inside of it.
There's space inside the...
Yeah, like a bag of holding or
Oh,
a satchel of holding. But there's something in there.
a whale.
I'm gonna reach in and try to
Or
get
put a
whatever's
plant.
in there.
You reach in and you feel it, and it's kind of cold and clammy.
It's the
I'm gonna try to pull it
professor.
out.
You pull it out, it's a dead body.
It's the professor.
Do I know who it is?
I don't know. Why don't you give me a history check to see if you know?
Okay.
Because you work the city, so
Yeah.
like it would probably be more common for you or a Sinathulite to know than McDonald to know who this person is.
I got a 12.
No, you're not. You never interacted with them before,
Yeah.
and you've never seen a picture of them or like a drawing of them or anything. They do have. They look like a. They have the patch, the embroidered patch of the School of Enchantment on them, but it's not a student patch, it's a professor patch.
While the students are mesmerized,
Uh-huh.
I would like to look around very quickly and maybe ask Tally to look around as well to see if we see anything otherworldly. Anything that wouldn't come from this backwater.
Yeah, sure. Like looking around out in this room?
Yeah, in the lab.
Oh.
At the different workstations to see if maybe however Vesti got to these students is in here somehow.
Ooh, while the students are mesmerized, I'm gonna try to get the purple stuff off of them.
All right, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, you do your thing first.
So you're looking around for anything otherworldly. Go ahead and why don't you give me a roll? And you can roll with advantage because Talia is helping you.
I'm going to use perception. I have a natural 20,
Nice.
so that's a 22.
So Tally goes around looking at everything. He's like, while I've called this place a backwater a number of times, and you've spent like 15 minutes now doing this. There's a lot of stuff here that would be very useful to anybody out anywhere, really, like especially spellcasters. It makes sense. It's a spellcasting school, right? That's what you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in here that would be a lot of components that could be used for a lot of different things. Also, because you had a natural 20, you find a list of like the things that are supposed to be in the room. Like all of the supplies that are supposed to, like all the different, like they keep pretty detailed documentation about the stuff that's in here.
Like a regular science lab.
Yeah, it's like a science lab. This is essentially a science lab.
Oh, man.
Does it have a list of current projects as well?
It does, but the more interesting thing is the stuff that is missing, that wasn't signed out. Which you can collate that list, and it's like 20 different items.
Great.
So you're dealing with the people who got this purple enchantment on their necks. How are you dealing with that?
By coming up and seeing if I can like heal it in a way, because it was Genabulus that really did the healing portion when we were in their brain. But I don't know how to get into their brain. So I'm just kind of trying to magic the purple stuff off.
Well, if you want, since you've done it once already, you can make an Arcana check to try to figure out how you did it.
We're gonna roll this die, and then we're gonna -1.
You can have advantage because you have Chet Abels with you.
Sweet.
And Chet Abels was the one who helped you do it before.
14.
So I'm not really sure exactly how we did it, but we used magic of the mind to get inside their mind.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it interacts with this magic.
Yeah, most of my magic is plant-based. But there's a lot of plant stuff that messes with the mind. I'm gonna go over to one of the cabinets and see if I can find one of the things that messes with the mind. They're still mesmerized, so I can be like, hey, eat this. And then...
Are you going to actually find some psychotropic drugs to give to these kids?
Yes.
I mean, and by kids I mean young 20-somethings.
You mean people that are almost the same age range as my character? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
So you're gonna go, yeah, that makes sense. All right.
You need to have psychotropic drugs to be able to get into the mind easier, and we're healing their minds. They'll just have a little bit of a trip on the way there.
Tally's like, yeah, this will work just fine, and he hands you this jar that's got a bunch of you're not sure what they are? They're end caps or eder
I
caps or
don't know
something
what
like
they
that.
are. I'm a druid.
Like pixie mushroom.
I should know what they are.
You know exactly what they are. What are they?
They are pink caps.
Pink caps. There you go.
They're psychotropic enough that they're not as bad as red caps, but they're pretty.
They
I
are
mean-
pretty.
Red caps, wear iron shoes and stomp on you.
Yeah.
Pink caps just make you go on a trip.
Yeah. And
One
it's a trick.
pill makes you bigger.
And one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all.
All right, so you're gonna have them eat these pink caps.
Yes.
All right.
Eat this. Hurry up, we're on a tight schedule.
They both take them.
Yes.
I mean, you give them that and some water. They swallow them, and the purple aura around them that you see, it turns a sort of a weird green color, but it's not gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Like on York, it's gone.
Now that it's easier to get into their brain, I'm gonna heal them with magic. I don't know what I'm rolling for this. Oh, I have medicine.
Well, you'd have to use some sort of first level spell slot in order to let Chaeblus get into their mind.
Yes, I can do that. We had a long rest.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
So first level, no. First level, yes, I have lots of slots. Okay. Do I still get to roll with advantage because?
You don't actually have to roll. I mean, you already got the mushrooms together, and Chaeblus can get inside the head, and you actually made it easier with that, so there's no roll required, and you have two charm persons. You have charm person on your list, so
Yeah.
you can just, if you use two spell slots, two first level spell slots, you can break the enchantment on these two kids.
I will do
These
this
two
thing.
students, I should say.
Yeah.
All right, it does. The green misty area around their necks coalesces into this little crystal that pops out. And as it pops out, it shatters and turns into dust on both of them. And then they both pass out and hit the ground.
I catch them.
Well, okay. Then they both pass out, and before they hit the ground, you catch them.
I like.
You're so good at catching.
So what are you up to?
So, I'm going to return the case to where it was.
Okay.
Kind of put everything back. I've got it looking like I'm scampering out of here. Let me ask something. Is the door's lockable from this side?
Yeah, you walked in and locked it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I am now going to hide myself, sequester myself, maybe like in the desk, or there's enough stuff in here, I imagine, that I could probably find a corner.
Actually, the best place to hide would be up in the air vent.
Yeah, I don't know, probably that.
Because remember, it's a tiny, tiny room.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
And you found a dead body.
I did.
Did you put the dead body back in the satchel?
I did.
Oh, it's so weird.
Why?
I mean, it's not my first dead body, but we gotta. I don't know who it is, so I gotta figure that out. I mean, I know who it is. Spango doesn't. I'm going to hide behind the door, and damn, I was hoping to use my mage hand at will, which I realized would have been really handy to use with my lockpicks earlier. But I am going to basically open the door while I'm like hiding like deep behind it using mage hand, and just kind of let it fall open.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean fall inwards open?
Yeah.
Because
and
otherwise,
then-
this plan doesn't work if it falls outwards open.
Right. If it falls outwards open, I'm in more trouble.
All right. So all of a sudden, as you're all catching these students and setting them down and whatnot, the door to the office that Spango ran into opens slightly and swings, and you can see inside of the office.
And nothing's shouting.
No.
Do I hear what I hear from out in the room now?
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
But there's probably like
You hear jars being like kind of moved around and whatnot because Tally was going through all that stuff.
and like two students were like, "Oh, it's so pretty."
I'm gonna poke my head out and like.
You see them just kind of rifling around the room. And you see York and another little halfling, the halfling that you saw with the
Lazy Susan.
Lazy Susan, and they're staring at Morph, and then you also see the half-orc and the human girl half-orc guy and the human girl lying on the ground.
Okay, so did anybody end up calling security? Cool. We may not have a lot of time. There's a dead body in here.
What?
Yeah, there's in the attaché over here. Now I'll pull it out and
How'd they fit a dead body in the... Oh, it's a bag of holding.
something like that. Yeah, and I'll pull it out.
You know who that is because you went to the school.
Yeah, that's Professor
That's Professor Dwyer Surrey.
Dwyer Surrey.
Isn't that whose office it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why would he hide himself dead inside an attaché in his own desk? Seems like a weird. I know what it's what I'm asking is ridiculous. It's fine.
Well, we must find out if this professor has been missing, or if this professor has still been here.
Yeah, let's ask.
Our meeting is in 5 minutes.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Wait, our meeting was with this guy?
No.
No, boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take that case and pop it in your backpack.
The satchel of holding.
Yeah.
As you wish.
It's evidence?
Yes.
All right. So you make your way. What do you do with the other two? I mean, as soon as you walk away with Morph, like that's gonna break the spell.
Yeah, I'm going to snap the students out of it and say,
Whoa, what-
"Whoa, my
what
gosh,
happened?
you missed everything. Security came and took care of everything. They took this guy away. Oh my gosh."
Why are Victor
So
and
glad.
Sari on the ground?
They
There was
were so
some-
relieved to see security come that they just like passed out.
My God, I should. You know what? I'm gonna go get the nurse.
Yeah.
That's probably
Or
a
get
good
some
idea.
help to at least get them to the local nurse on campus.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You know where your meeting is?
Yes, you told me.
What? How long has it been? What happened? What? I feel like I just lost like a bunch of time.
It wasn't that long. It was only maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have been staring at your.
Oh, yeah, he is very relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
Don't look. It's okay.
It only works the one time, and then it's like you're good for like 24 hours. Mechanically, that's how Morph works. Once
Morph
the
is-
spell is broken once, it doesn't work again for a person for 24 hours.
Morph is so good for anybody with anxiety.
By the way, Morph has got a jar of time that he's eating. He like took it from the spell components.
He's
About
got so
time.
much time on his hands.
So much. So, the little halfling girl is like staring at all three of you. Is like, I don't think you're all telling the truth. And then she walks away.
I wasn't lying about the cupcake tasting good.
I'm gonna walk over to her and say, "All right, shh, we're not. We're undercover."
As she's walking down the hall, you walk out with her.
Yeah,
Undercover for what?
for the city watch. And I show her my badge.
What's going on?
I need you to keep this on the down low. There's been a murder.
Who's dead?
The professor.
Surrey? Professor Surrey?
Yeah.
But that's when? How?
We're not sure of the exact
I
time.
just saw him like an hour and a half ago.
Where did you see the professor?
Down in the courtyard. He was having lunch.
Can you take me there?
I mean, yeah, sure. You might not be there still, but yeah, absolutely. And
The City Watch thanks you for assisting with this investigation.
I mean, where's the body?
That is currently classified.
Okay, let's go find Professor Dwyer, or Professor Surrey. I mean, we call them both, so it doesn't matter. So then you two see Spango walking away with this little halfling girl,
I give
halfling
a-
student.
Little thumbs up.
Do you want Charlie with you? For backup?
Yeah, just in case.
I'm going to ask Tally to follow
Yeah, sure, boss. Whatever you say. And Talia will follow behind, keeping about 30 to 50 feet away from you. All right. So, the meeting. Or we'll take a 5-minute break, because it's about that time. So, let's ask the chat room a question. Why don't... I do sort of have a name for this halfling girl with the Coke bottle glasses that's hanging out with Spango, but if the chat room can come up with a better name for her, I will use that one instead. So if the chat room wants to come up with a name for the halfling girl, and maybe a line or two of description, that would be great. We'd greatly appreciate that.
The amazing mystical baker.
The amazing mystical baker with her Lazy Susan baked good station.
Awesome.
I mean, who wouldn't want one of those?
I want one.
Totally. I
Right.
want one right now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just make us. You can make a cake on it.
It's like a microwave without the box.
All right. I guess we'll be back in a second. We'll see you then. We're back for more FM Gamers and getting Spelljammed some more. So, one thing before we get into the game, before our next broadcast, there is going to be an episode recap on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't watched, or you've only started watching this episode, our first 4 episodes will have a nice recap put together by our super producer, Kevin. It'll be on youtube.com/misdirectedmark. And please, share that recap if you're watching or listening to your friends. Let people know. We greatly appreciate it. Also, come join us. And we've decided that the name of our halfling baker is going to be Agnes Baker with the giant glasses. And I suppose we should just start right there then, if we're going to do that. So you and Agnes are walking into the courtyard.
Yeah.
And Agnes is like, look, he's right there. She points across the way, and there's Professor Dwyer Saray. Oh, he's a little over average height. He's wearing a tweed jacket. He's got a hat on that's got a bit of a point on it. It's a weird fashion these days. It's purple. He's got the suit to go with the tweed jacket. Comfortable shoes. He's eating a sandwich. And he's feeding some ducks.
So I'm gonna look to her and I'm gonna say, "What's your name?"
Agnes. My name's Agnes.
Agnes. I thank you for your service, and I appreciate everything you've done, and I need you to keep a lookout for anything strange around here.
No, we're gonna go talk to the professor and clear this all up. I mean, he's obviously not dead. He's right there.
This could get dangerous, though, Agnes, just so you know.
It's the middle of a public place. What's gonna happen?
Bad things can still happen in the middle. Yeah, fine, let's go.
She walks over there.
Yeah.
And she's like, Professor Saray! And Professor Saray looks up, half bite a sandwich in his mouth. And, what can I do for you, Agnes?
How's your sandwich, Professor?
Yep. It was good until I had to eat it faster than I wanted to right there.
Right. Ilian Spangorthian. People call me Spango. Constable Spango.
I'm Professor Saray. What can I do for you?
Do you mind if I have a seat?
Sure. Is there any reason that the authorities are interested in me? And then Angus goes, yeah, he said he found your body up in your office, but that seems rather impossible since you're sitting right here.
I'm just staring bullets at Agnes.
Callie is leaning against like an archway that leads into this courtyard, and he's like,
Just like that. Just like that.
"Oh man."
She's your disadvantage.
Yeah, Professor, where were you 10 minutes ago when I found your body upstairs in your office?
I was sitting right here, and why were you in my office?
Why was your body in your office when you were sitting right here?
The relevant thing that I'm getting from this is that you broke and entered into my office, and then Agnes is like, yeah, your alarms went off and everything.
Yeah, and
Then they were looking at you. Now he's really looking at you.
Well, now what's the worst crime here? Breaking and entering or murder?
Well, why don't we go see this dead body then?
Why, yes, let's go see.
He stands up. Lead away.
All right.
Don't you have the body in the backpack?
Yes.
Which is with Mick?
Yes.
So it's not actually in his office?
Not anymore.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, you can lead us to where our meeting is.
So you're walking back up to the stairs. And we're going back up the stairs towards the office. We'll get to that in a
Yeah,
second.
we'll get there.
You should think about that for a while since you totally screwed yourself.
Yep.
All right.
No.
Take one step at a time because you're so small.
So you're in Wizard Foist's office. And it's actually fairly large, and there's a big window behind it. Some of it's stained glass, some of it's clear. It's got a nice view. There's a door that actually goes out to a balcony. This is the 8th floor. It looks out over the northwest side of Kingshaven. Jasper wears a really elegant jacket. It's white with a purple lining. Purple seems to be one of the school colors. Maybe white is the other one. You've seen a lot of people wearing purple and white, but there are other colors mixed into that. Those seem to be the two predominant colors. He looks you over. He's like, "So I hear that you were interested in joining the school, the Arcanum, and maybe the School of Enchantment. At least I was told that by Yorick.
Yes, I am interested in learning more.
What is that fascinating creature that you have with you?"
Ah, yes, this is Morph. I wouldn't look too closely right now. He doesn't like to be, examined.
I mean, the enchantment should have affected him at some point by now, and he just kind of blows through it. I mean, he's a wizard.
Yeah, that's true. Does he have a purple aura around him?
He does not.
Great.
So, what can I tell you about the school? Since
Yeah,
I'm not,
what can you tell me about the school?
I mean, we are the most impressive university in 4 countries. Enchantment is... Our enchantments are generally second to none. We produce some of the best enchanters in the world.
What are some of the most impressive enchantments that you have created lately?
Oh, lately? Well, there was the Doric Bell. No, not the Doric Bell. Let's do something different than that. Somebody give me the name of a bell. I know what it does, I just need a name.
Robin's Bell.
Thank you. The Robin's Bell. And a town needed it because they were having a problem with a bird infestation. And this bell, when rung, will keep all the birds away. They were eating their crops, and scarecrows weren't working, so they needed something from us, and that's what we made for them. And this huge farming community is now prospering quite brilliantly. We sent that out about 3 months ago.
Nice. Clint, what else should I be asking about being a prospective student?
He looks at you. Are you Clinithulite Sionodidel?
Yes?
I thought you were expelled.
I'm not going to school here.
Then why are you here?
They recommended that I come here.
That's not a point in your favor.
Troubling.
They're my designated walker. They don't drink.
Well, that explains a lot. I guess I will not offer you a beverage of any sort then. Although I was
No,
going to
thank
offer
you.
you tea.
No. You might need hydration.
May I have a cup of tea?
Absolutely. He stands up, he goes over to the teapot, which seems to be perpetually hot. Pulls it off, pours the tea, comes over, trips, and he spills it all over you accidentally. And he stumbles and falls right on top of you. And then you both tumble to the ground. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And he says something like, "Shh, my clothes," and he's like, "Ah," and he cantrips himself clean. And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he cantrips you clean. Little hands with brushes come out and they sweep away all the tea, and dries you all up, does the same thing to him.
His prestidigitation is kind of funny looking.
A little bit.
Thanks.
I'm so sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
And he waves his hand, and the broken teacups like remend themselves, and he pours another cup of tea for both you and him.
Thanks. So maybe which dorm you could stay in? What kind of equipment they use in the laboratory?
Oh, yes. So I am very curious about the tools that you use for enchantment, and the tools that I would have available to me as a student to use for enchantment.
Well, the stuff that we have for the students is good. Obviously not as good as like some of the upperclassmen are, but I mean our tuition's expensive, so we produce quality work for people to utilize. I mean, we don't want you to give you anything too good to start with because then you won't learn anything. I mean, sometimes the tools do make the difference, and we would like you to learn the basics before you have all the fun pieces.
I'm going to ask specifically about 2 or 3 items that I think might be related from the list of things missing from the lab and find out what they might be used for.
The most interesting thing on that list was a phoenix feather.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Definitely want to know about that.
It's interesting that you ask about the phoenix feather, he says to you.
I'm curious.
Sorry, it's interesting because we only had one in stock and they're hard to come by and it went missing a day ago.
Huh.
That's why I thought it was interesting that you asked about it.
Strange.
You want to make a deception versus his insight since he's trying to figure you out?
Sure.
I roll a lot.
I have an 18.
Sorry, I got a 23.
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled 19 on the die. Anyways, he like looks over you as you say that to him, and he's like, "You seem a little old for a student. Usually they come in younger, and you don't have any hair on you. Are you from that monastery up north?"
I am from a monastery.
So why are you interested in enchantment then if you're a monk?
Well, you see, we've noticed that some of your students have been enchanted themselves. Yorick actually was the first one that we found who was affected. He actually attacked my friend and I. And we were able to help him. There was some...
It's true, Professor. They did help me, and Alicia's still missing. It's Alicia?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are several others that are affected. There were 2 down in the lab that we saw that you were able to help.
I'm able to heal them.
We are concerned that these students are being affected by something that is not healthy for them, obviously, but that might be how these things from the lab are going missing. Because while we were in the lab, we saw there are, in fact, you have your inventory there, and we noticed several things were missing.
Yes, we've a bunch of things have gone missing in the last couple days.
So that is why I'm actually here. It's because I am concerned for your students and for what might have happened to them that they are getting now wrapped up in.
If you don't mind me being a bit cynical, why are you concerned?
Because they're attacking us?
What do you they're attacking you? Why are they attacking you? How are you mixed up in this business?
That's really hard to explain.
Yeah, it is. You hear in your head. He opens up a drawer. You know something in the drawer, and he pulls out a pair of spectacles. And he is going to put them on.
I mean, they probably are magic. We are in a wizard's college. Derp.
Do I know what the spectacles are?
You've heard that he has a pair of glasses that lets him see the truth of things.
Oh, truth glasses.
And he's putting them on, and he puts them on.
I think you can see that I will be wrapped up in pretty much anything strange that is going on around here, just by my very nature.
Yes, and your friend has another entity inside of her.
But it is not the one that is affecting your students.
Yeah, that's That's Chanabalus. She's adorable.
What are you?
My friend.
My name is McDonald.
I was speaking to McDonald.
Don't really have words on this planet.
So the thing that fell out of the sky.
Yes.
It was like a ship, but for space.
Interesting.
I did not come on that. I have been here for centuries.
So what is taking the stuff then? And let me cut. You're in the office.
Actually, I was actually thinking that because I think we would maybe head towards the office, and then I walk right past the office, and if they go to come in, or go in the office, come on.
My office is here. You said the body was there.
The body was in your office, yes. It is not currently. Come
So-
on.
Why don't we go look in the office first? Maybe it's still there.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I need to get something out of my office regardless.
Well, you can head on back here when, you know.
Well, why don't we go and get the thing now?
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I don't trust you.
You're the one that's making accusations.
I'm making accusations because I don't trust you. It's kind of like part of it.
Angus is looking back and forth between the two of you. He's like, look, Constable, whatever the heck your name was.
Spango.
Constable Ilya,
Remember
whatever,
your name,
Spango.
Agnes.
This is the professor. We found him. He wasn't a dead body. He just needs to get something out of his office. Why don't we just go grab the thing out of his office? Or we can just wait here and wait for him to come back.
Yeah, he's not your professor, okay? I looked in the drawer. There was a satchel and had extra dimensional space in it. And I looked in the extra dimensional space and there was the professor's body. That satchel is currently with my counterpart, who is having a discussion with Jasper Foist. So we're going to head that way.
Interesting. And it's okay, Agnes, and he pats Agnes on the shoulder.
Don't belittle her.
We can go with him. And then there's a warping in the air, and you see the visage of Dwyer Saray turn into this bug-like long creature. And when he pulls his hand away from Agnes, there was like a purple glow, and then Agnes's eyes go blank.
Oh no, Agnes!
So, you found me out, did you? You didn't fall for my little trick. I was going to kill you and put you in the room, too.
I got it figured that. We're not dummies, you know.
I mean, that's yet to be seen. You are following around a bunch of intergalactic prisoners from this backwater planet that sucks.
Okay, listen. Backwater, maybe. But I do not like you saying my planet sucks.
Oh, it sucks.
Well, you suck. Good one.
And then Agnes's eyes turn purple, and he's like, yes, I don't really very much prefer your planet in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, it's you. You were the Vesti?
That would be correct. Can't even remember my name, huh?
Yeah, I don't. It's like a dumb name.
Not only does this planet suck, but it's completely backwater, and they have terrible insults.
You're a terrible insult.
Hmm.
I run away.
You say I run away, and then you say that you're a
I
terrible
say I run away.
No. I mean, you say you're a terrible that you're a terrible insult, and then you run away.
And then I run away. Yeah.
Now we have to chase him, and you see the little as you start running away, you see the halfling hop on the back of this bug-like creature, and start chasing you.
Oh, it's gonna run me down so quick.
And Tally starts chasing them.
Yes, and in fact, before they take a couple of steps, there is Tally grabbing the thing around the body, like Spango.
Don't run away!
Mm-hmm.
I should probably roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because you're on the 8th floor and they're on the 6th floor.
I'll roll for Tally, though.
Yeah, you can tell you should roll for Tally. That's a good idea.
Tally has a 16 plus modifier.
That's obviously Xeon.
Yeah.
Or Xenon.
Xenon.
Alright, what did you get there, Spango?
I got a 3.
What did Tally get?
16 plus modifier.
Nice. Tally gets to go first. What's wrong?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Alright, so Tally, what does Tally do? Tally is actually grabbed. So Xenon is a Neogi, and Neogis are these bug-like creatures. They have like 6 legs. They're large, so they take up a fair amount of space. This one obviously can either change its visage or shape change. You're not really sure, because it wasn't bumping into things when it was walking around. But it's got these weird claw-like hands. But it's probably more dangerous as a psychic, assaulting styled creature. But Tally gets to go first, and there's a halfling on it. There's the halfling Agnes on the back, and then there's the Xeon Minder, the Neogi, and Tally's grabbed it by the thorax.
Awesome.
And now, it should be known, and you've hung out with Tally enough now. Tally is much more. He's got
Artillery
better
kind of guy.
He's got better hand-eye coordination. He's quicker than he is strong.
I know that well.
I think he's probably going to try to trip them. He has a good grasp of what's in the lab, which is nearby. So he's probably going to try to trigger something in there that might help them overpower these two or incapacitate them, or at least trigger security.
So he's going to let go of the body and run into the lab?
I think he's going to try to trip them so they're at least prone or discombobulated, and then he'll dash into the lab.
Here, why don't you roll for him?
Oh no, that's a natural 1.
All right, so Tally grabs onto the back, but Tally is not, like we said, that strong, and you rolled a natural 1. So as that happens, the thing sprints forward, and Tally just gets drug along.
Oh no.
And it's now, with Tally being on the back, you're being chased by the Neogi and the little halfling on top of it that's being controlled, and
Tally's like,
all that. They get to go. So they're running at you, and you're running away from them.
Oh, yeah.
All right. How do you keep ahead of them?
I just basically just ran.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't intend to keep ahead of them.
Okay, what are you doing?
My intention is to let them catch up and then turn around and stab them.
Okay.
But my hope was that I would roll higher than a natural 1 on my
So you do
initiative.
actually stop, turn around to go stab them. It's just that they're faster than you intended.
Than I expected, yeah.
So the little girl, not the little girl. She's not a little girl. She's like 23.
Agnes Baker.
Yeah, Agnes Baker's a 23-year-old halfling.
Yeah.
When she gets close to you,
And she's not married yet. She's an old maid now.
this world's not that backwater.
Okay. But she's a halfling.
Oh, that's like halflingist. Anyways, Agnes reaches into a pouch that she has, and she pulls out, like, "Ooh, these are fun!" And she throws them at you, and they are these little cubes. They hit once, and they turn into blocks that are about 3 feet on each side as they're rolling down the path at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Good at this. Not that good. 8.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Ooh, 10.
That's still not good enough.
Yeah.
You take 5 points of damage as you get clipped by a couple of these metal blocks that bounce and roll right past you. And then after they've hit you and bounced a few more times, once they stop, then they turn back into small little cubes that are about this big. In fact, about the same size as a 6-sided die. And then the Neogi runs you over. We'll see if he runs you over. No. So you get knocked over, and the Neogi tries to like run you over with its legs, like stomping on you and like impaling you, and it just misses you every single time.
Pointy
Yep,
little
the
legs.
pointy little legs just completely miss you. One of them hits you right between your arm and your side, and the other one hits you between your legs, and they just run right past you.
He put holes in my coat, didn't he?
He did.
I love my coat.
Your coat has been holed. And now it's your turn.
I'm now under him.
Oh, he ran right over you.
With
You can attack him as he's running over you.
That's what I'm gonna do. And since Tally is helping me out, I can do that sneak attack thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I will. Oh, there we go. 19.
Yeah.
So that means I do. Math. 12 points of damage.
Nice. All right, so it runs right over you, and you get your rapier. You have a rapier, right?
Rapier, yeah.
So you get a rapier up, and it cuts right into the bottom of him and gives him a good gash along his underside. Let's cut back up to upstairs. So you mean to tell me there are people from space off a prison ship on the planet stealing things to try to get back on the prison ship?
To try to get back into space, the prison ship exploded.
Well, the small piece that fell exploded.
Oh, yeah,
There's
that
still
part,
something up
yeah.
there. I think they intend to take it over and not go to prison. But yes, I think that is the gist of it. They want to get back to space.
And this creature is one of the things from space?
It is, yes.
And what is it? You said it was your friend inside of your head, and you all said it was a Doric raster?
Yes.
Interesting.
Faster.
Faster?
Dork fast.
Doric faster, okay. That is... I could buy that. I mean, I've seen Stranger Things.
I've seen Stranger Things too. Or Chenablis has seen Stranger. We've seen Stranger Things.
Yes.
Are you also from outer space?
I believe at one time, yes.
Huh.
But I do not recall when I came here.
And the entity in her head is from outer space?
Yes.
We saved her
Yeah.
from the ship.
Huh. Okay.
But we are really concerned about your School of Enchantment being compromised by these entities. And we are not sure how these students are being affected. Do we talk about the satchel?
I mean, you have the satchel with you, so he could probably see it.
You can probably see it.
Yeah.
So, can you see? And I turn and like my backpack.
There's some sort of aura of magic in your pack.
Huh.
Oh,
It's shielded. That must be
Weird.
how they didn't find out.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
to be clear, like, there's an aura of... He hasn't seen the satchel. Like, he could have guessed at what it was if he could have seen the satchel, but he hasn't seen the satchel because it's in your pack. Like, he's looking right at you. There's nothing covering you. He's looking right at her. There's nothing covering her.
See us naked right now. That's so
No. Maybe. I mean, probably not. He doesn't have X-ray vision. I think there is a spell for that, but it's not what he's got going on.
so I will pull out the satchel and say, this seems to be very concerning.
Well, yes, that's... Why do you... what the hell is his name? Why do you have Professor Suray's satchel?
Because when we were investigating the lab, we discovered that inside this satchel is a professor.
He reaches over and grabs the satchel. He opens up, he looks inside, he's like, oh dear. Suray, what the hell did you do? Alright. And you didn't kill him?
No.
I mean, I assume you wouldn't show me that if you killed him, because otherwise why would you be doing this?
No, as I said, we were very concerned about this infiltration. We want to know how it happened. He must have been involved somehow, or if people have still been seeing this guy around, then
He was possibly in the way.
yes.
Well, let's go and find your friend then, I suppose.
Yes.
All right. He will get up and walk out with you. So, back to the top of the order. It's Tally's turn. Tally's still holding on to this thing
Are the little cubes in range?
for him to drop down and grab. Mm-hmm. He would have to let go, make a dexterity or athletics or dexterity or acrobatics check to get there.
Yeah, I think he would be like, thanks for the lift, and try to grab them up with a dexterity check. Or acrobatics. I rolled a 10 plus whatever.
Hit 10 plus. That's a 15 for him. So yeah, actually he does it without it costing him his action. So he actually hits the ground, rolls, grabs, scoops up the three of them, and pops up and he's holding them.
Yeah, I think that since he's more of a ranged kind of guy, he would probably chuck them at him and try to hit them and do the damage that Spango got.
Yeah, he picks him up. He's like, "Ha! Take this!" and he throws them, and nothing happens because they were used already today.
Oh.
Sorry.
This damn backwater planet!
He picks up and he throws them. He's like, "Take that!" and they like bounce off of Xenon's back. He's like, "That did not work as well as I thought." It was a great idea. It's just they're once a day. They gotta recharge.
Makes sense. Stupid backwater. He's gonna probably grab Spango by the scruff of the neck, pull him up, and start running back towards the lab.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he picks up Spango after that, and they start making their way back as fast as they can.
And trying to get them to follow back.
Let me at him. I had him just where I wanted him.
Spango and Tally both have to make wisdom saving throws because they're getting mind blasted.
Ooh.
Yay. 16 on the die.
Good for Tally.
Ooh. 6.
Oh no.
That's a problem.
Doc, you need to roll better.
I know. I thought my Captain Marvel dice would be good to me.
Ah.
Spango, you take 7 points of damage. Tally takes 3. Spango, more importantly, you are stunned.
Well,
So Tally's legitimately carrying you now
yeah.
as you're running away. Tally stumbles a little bit. So so Xenon stops, turns around, and is like, "Not so fast! You're not getting away from me!" And then there's like this aura of energy that slams down the hallway and just goes right over the top of both Tally and Spango. It's almost like a physical force that hits you, but it's not at all. It's totally a mental force. But it rocks your head, Spango, almost like your brain rocks inside of your skull. Tally manages to roll with it a little bit better.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I drop my rapier?
Yeah, you're stunned.
Yeah.
So you drop anything you're holding.
Yeah.
Yep. Tally will pick it up
Oh.
Yeah.
because he's not stupid. Actually, he picks it up on the bounce. It like bounces once and he grabs it. And he continues moving. At that, Tally needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's a 2.
And then Tally stops cold and turns around. And you hear, before we blank away from this particular moment, the halfling says, "It's so good to see you again, friend." He's like, "Yeah, it's good to see you too, analogous Vesti," because charm person.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're back up top. That went poorly.
Oh, yeah.
Dice do not like us.
All right, so the 3 of you, 4 of you technically.
With York, yeah.
Yep, you're all walking down the stairs. You're heading down to the lab because that's yeah. By the way, those students that were down there, they got taken away.
Mm-hmm.
They actually got some help from the nurse and whatnot. Professor walks in to the room and looks around and sees and you're there with him. You see Saray, the dead body, but not the dead body. He's standing there. And there's the little halfling girl, Angus Baker, And you see Tally standing over there too, and they're all chatting.
Do I notice purple auras?
Around Agnes you do. And around Tally at this point.
Agnes didn't have an aura.
No.
Now she does. That's not cool.
And the only person who's different here is the person who we thought was dead.
Yeah.
Where's Spango? I'm gonna ask Tally.
Oh, Spango? Oh, he's in that room over there. Because he's just charmed. He's not like... Charmed person doesn't mean he's not your friend, too.
Did he mean the office?
Yeah.
You didn't have a reason to go back in the office.
Professor Saray. And Saray's like,
Foist. Jasper
yes,
Foist.
yes, Professor Foist? It's like, I, heard you were dead. Oh, yes, very much so. And then he unleashes a blast of energy with which Foist counters. And a fight starts. Throws down right here. More importantly, though, that blast that occurred was above the heads of everybody. Because when you look up, there's a bunch of stuff being suspended by some sort of energy up there that then dissipates. And a bunch of, like, metal objects and things just fall down at you all.
Oh.
Because they set up a trap.
Cool.
You two. Well, we should probably we'll do the saving throw first. So I'll roll for the professor, which he fails and he gets buried under a bunch of stuff. You two make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, it's 12. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, yay. 20, but not natural.
Oh no, it's a 12. Because I rolled a 7 and a 6.
It's not the first time somebody has thrown kitchen stuff at me.
You dodge out of the way. Which way do you go? Into the room or back out of the room?
Back out of the room? Because, like...
That's fine. Okay,
yeah,
you go back out of the room. You're back there. Yorick didn't come into the room. He was still standing outside, too.
Okay. Prepare spell.
Yeah, so that stuff that falls down on top of you and the professor. It doesn't do a ton of damage. Maybe I guess it does do a ton of damage. It does 11 points of damage. I rolled 2d6 and I rolled a 5 and a 6. The professor took it too. There's a lot of stuff just like that was suspended up there under some sort of like force effect, and it fell down. It was like chairs, and one of those workstations was up there, and so that was like that's all rock, right? Like, and it falls down on top of you and the professor. And aside from the damage, you're pinned. You're grappled
I
essentially.
thought you were a nice GM. Rocks fall and everyone dies.
Everybody's not dead. Everybody's just trapped. There's a difference.
Everybody just has 4 hit points left.
Yeah, that's rough. But the professor threw a blast of force also across, and it hit Saray, which then makes him shimmer, and then he turns back into that bug-like Nyogi thing. It also tumbles him back and into one of the windows, and he's at the edge of the window.
Oh.
But he also takes a bunch of damage. All right. Okay, now we should roll for initiative.
Am I rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled the same.
I had a 15.
Want to roll for tally too?
Sure. 7 plus whatever.
What'd you get?
15.
15. What'd you get?
6.
Well, that'll make sense. What'd you get?
18.
Nice. Clint, what do you do?
So I'm outside of the thing, and there's a big bug dude. I have spells.
There's also the little halfling girl and Tally. Tally's like, why are y'all fighting?
Who's? Yeah. Oh, Tally. Okay.
Yeah, why y'all fighting? Sorry, should do the voice.
Why are you friends with Vesti? I thought you hated her.
No, we're pals. We have been for at least 30 minutes. That's all you need to know about that. Is you're like underneath a bunch of stuff.
I'm like, well, Tally, help me get out of this.
Yeah, I'll be right there. We'll get there.
How big is this room?
Big.
It's
There were like
pretty
20
large
workstations.
size. What are you
so-
trying to do? Let me know and I'll.
Moonbeam.
You can hit. Moonbeam. You're gonna be able to get one or the other of them. The Agnes or Xenon.
I only want to knock out Agnes because it's not her fault.
Yeah, sure. You can-
But like, Moonbeam does lots of damage,
Mhm.
and there's this weird bug thing that I can't step on. So Moonbeam.
So have the moon step on it for you.
Yeah.
Get Moonbeam, Xenon.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I got to roll?
Constitution.
All right. What's the saving throw?
12.
I made it. Do I take some amount of damage? I assume I take half of something, I imagine.
When a creature enters a spell area for the first time, it's engulfed in ghostly flames, cause searing pain, must make a constitution saving throw. Yes, half. Okay. 2d10. 8 and 5 is 13.
Mm-hmm.
So half 13.
Yep. All right, so this is what happens, because right as you cast that moonbeam spell, a beam of like moonlight blasts through the
Wait,
the window,
hold
the
on.
mirror,
Is
the
he
window.
a shape changer?
No, he's not. He's not. He was just using alter self.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, he's in his normal form now.
Okay.
Why does he take more damage if he's a shape changer?
Yeah.
He's not really a shape changer. He just
Okay.
uses magic.
Well,
to do
he
that.
rolls with disadvantage if he was a shape changer.
A beam of moonlight, along with the sunlight, comes in through the window and splashes all around him and over him, and you can see like the little flicker fire flames of moon energy like burning him. At that same time, a couple of bolts of force come from Yorick's fingertips and slam into Xenon too from the other side. Then it's Mick's turn.
Great. Is there a way to heal on my turn? Or you spend hit dice? Or I need to have a spell cast on me to spend hit dice? Or that's
you
the
just need-
short rest only?
The short rest is only for hit dice.
Cool.
I don't think you have the perfect body thing yet.
Nope. Probably
Although
not.
I thought somebody had a healing potion. Maybe not though.
Not me.
I do.
I am going to try to free up the professor and myself.
Sure.
Would that be athletics to move stuff?
It is. Yeah, that'll work.
Cool.
And here's the deal. If you get a 10, you get out, but it costs your action. If you get a 15, it doesn't cost you your action. It just costs you half your movement.
Okay. I have an 11.
So you and the professor out.
Great. That's what I wanted to do. And
You want to tell me about it?
sure. So I'm envisioning that the workstation was probably what really hit me and did the most damage. And it just kind of hit me with a clunk. And I mean, just is really inconvenient. So I kind of shrug my shoulders up and like lift it up and realize that it's on the professor too, and I kind of like just shove it over, and now there's 21 workstations in this very crowded lab, and I kind of shrug my shoulders a bit, and then I get down behind it, and then I look over and I see Morph's on your shoulder. Because Morph was like, I'm not getting stuff dumped on me today.
Morph was trying to warn you too, but you were so forward focused. Also, Morph doesn't move that fast, like as far as like super quickness and like warnings and whatnot. He's like, huh. It's like he was gonna be like he's about to tap you on the shoulder, and then it all happens. Like, never mind, he jumped off. All right. It goes out the window.
What?
Xenon. It's Xenon's turn. Xenon goes out the window.
I thought the windows were narrow.
Is he
could
a
fit-
bug that
fit
can
out them?
Oh
fly?
no, they are narrow. He can't get out that window. He has to squeeze. It'll hurt him to do that. Let's see if he can. He doesn't want to stay here and fight. This is a bad situation. He gets stuck halfway out.
Yes.
He's trying to scrabble out the window. Foist ain't gonna let that stand. Foist stands up and like, well, no, that hurt. And he puts his hand out, and a bunch of beams of fire come off of it. Yeah. So those 3 beams of fire all slam into the bug creature, the Xenon, and it burns the ever-living love out of the back of him, and it blasts him out the window, and he actually spins off into space, like outside, like he just.
No, he was stuck in the window. He was stuck.
He also has less than 0 hit points.
Oh.
No. That's like way fewer than you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like a few more than that, but yeah.
And you see the Angus. She's like, no, and she like runs to the window and looks out. He's like, damn it! And she puts her hand out and she channels some sort of energy at him.
At Foist?
Not at Foist.
Oh,
at the falling Xenon.
The
And
Kyrix.
Xenon then starts floating slowly to the ground.
Hmm.
She cast Featherfall?
No,
She cast Heal.
no, she has telekinesis.
Oh. How did you cast a psionic spell through an arcane person?
Good question.
I don't know how many words is that. How did you
Oh,
cast an arcane spell? No.
it's Tally's.
psionic
It's
spell.
Tally's turn.
Cool. Does Tally still
too many
think
words.
he's friends with best
Yeah.
buds with Agnes?
Yeah.
Hmm. It's
But Tally came over and helped you up.
Oh,
You okay, boss?
you got that thing off really well. I'm like, thanks. You really should be helping us because that's Vesti.
I know, it's my friend.
But she's not your friend.
I mean,
A minute ago, she was trying to kill you, I guarantee it.
my head hurts. Oh god, it hurts so bad. I think she's my friend. It'll probably wear off in about,
A
a
little
minute or
bit.
two.
Yeah.
He like sits down holding his head in his hands. By the way, Spango, you're like tied up.
I figured. Now, am I tied up, or does this Neogi have like some spit that turns into, weird stuff that he
That.
covered? Yeah, that's gross.
That's what you're tied up with.
Okay.
You know what they did though? They tried to put one of those magical enchantments upon you, and it didn't
Yeah.
work.
Oh. Ooh. Maybe I'm special. Did they happen to
Star-Lord
leave
is
my rapier
special.
near here?
Of course they did.
Of course they did. They underestimated.
Actually, it was really Tally. After they left, Tally was like, "Oh, here, buddy," and he like threw your sword in there with you.
Right. So in my head, I'm remembering the words of my goblin friend, whose name I forgot just now.
A Fentos.
Fentos the Green, saying in my head, "Use Mage Hand, Spango." I do,
Wash on.
because that's
wash
where I
off.
picked up my arcane spirit.
So all of a sudden, you're all standing there. The door bursts open, and there's Spango holding his rapier, covered in all this like weird, gooey, spidery type stuff.
Where's that damn bug?
Tally's like, "Oh." Tally's like, "Oh, my head."
Blasted out the window and being manipulated with telekinesis down to the ground.
I'm jumping out the window on top of him.
Wow, it's like 30 feet down to the falling bug.
Aren't we on the 6th floor?
The 6th, yeah.
So halfway
And
down.
he's
probably
not.
have a spell
It's
that
not
helps
down
him
to
with
the
that.
ground yet.
Oh.
She's caught it about 30 feet down.
It's not a great idea.
You think?
I'm gonna miss. I know I'm gonna.
It's 6d6 damage. You will die, or at least be very damaged.
Why don't
Yeah.
you just disrupt her concentration?
That makes a lot more sense. But I don't want to attack Agnes.
Just knock her unconscious.
I mean, I'm gonna attack Agnes on my turn, but like, don't jump out the window.
Also, she walked into the moonbeam.
She walked into the boom.
Oh.
Yeah, because she had to get to the window.
Well, then she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
She passed. I got a 14.
Okay. Also,
She still takes half damage.
yes. Do I get to roll damage again?
Do you want to hurt her?
There's another thing here for it's. Is she a shape changer?
No.
Okay.
She's a poor possessed halfling.
Okay. Because the shape changer thing so it says a shape changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light. Because she walked into it, she had to make her con save, which she passed. So half of 18 is 9.
Still a lot of damage. The poor kid, it looks pretty bad and is like bleeding from the nose and the eyes.
And she has to make a concentration roll, right?
She really does. She failed. So she walked in, she caught him for a second, slowed him down from falling farther, and then that spell burnt out whatever control she had for a moment. The spell is still on Agnes. You can see the aura still on Agnes, but Vesti's concentration on the spell for the telekinesis thing lapsed. And poor Agnes falls to the ground unconscious, bleeding from her nose and her eyes.
So can we amend mine a little bit?
Yeah,
then?
sure.
I jump towards the window. People are like, no! And I look down and I see him fall.
Ooh, splat.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, good.
So that happened. And I guess we can deal with the aftermath next time, since it's 8:57.
I still have spell slots to heal the halfling.
That's good.
We need that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we'll get to that next time. So, just one more time before we finish for the evening, we wanted to say there's going to be recaps of each episode of the FM Gamers on the YouTube. That's what it says. Is it the first 4 or each episode?
Each episode.
Yeah, each episode of the FM Gamers on the YouTube channel. Kevin will be putting those up pretty soon. That's youtube.com/misdirectedmark. And please share that page to your friends. All of the shows from Misdirected Mark Productions are on there, but there are playlists for the FM Gamers. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Let us know how we're doing and what we can do to make the experience better for you. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye!